Okay.
Hold on, no.
I was just
God
about to.
damn it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Welcome back, everybody, to Heat Gaming. My name is Senshi.
I'm your host, Red Baron.
And my name is Tricky Dicky. Welcome, everybody, to the only show on the internet not talking about the Logan Paul KSI fight.
Seriously.
Since we're not going to talk about it, let's just keep going. Senshi, how was your week?
Oh, it actually went fairly well. I'm excited, and I actually got some new gear for myself for my channel.
Nice.
I got myself a Yeti Mic Pro and an Elgato HD 60S.
Nice. That's like it's the top of the line stuff that everybody uses. Hot damn.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm definitely excited just to start my own channel. Hopefully, I'll be recording this week and uploading my first video.
Nice. What kind of stuff are you going to do?
I'm mainly going to focus on the Switch for a good while.
Okay, like gameplay stuff, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of gameplays just, to hype myself up for Smash in December. That way I have the Nintendo cred.
Yeah, there you go. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I went shooting with some buddies. It was pretty fun.
What'd you guys shoot?
We shot 20 gauge. We shot 22, 9, 45, 357, 30-06.
Wow.
It's fairly
Nice.
fun. Good
Nice.
variety.
Who do you know somebody that has all those guns? That's a lot of guns you just listed.
Yeah. They're all like friends that have like a variety.
Like everybody
so.
just like brought one, and that's pretty sweet. Nice.
Yeah.
What did you contribute? What'd you bring?
22 and 20.
The baby stuff.
Nice.
And it wasn't even like 20 shotgun. It was actually just 20 ammo.
Oh wow, that's cool though.
I'm looking into a 9. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, that'll be
By the end of this year.
It's a nice.
It's too
little-
small, man.
Nah,
No,
I
it's
like
a-
it.
No, that's a good self-defense, home defense gun right there.
It is.
Huh. That's cool.
It was either that or a 45, but then like 45 is just too much. So
Yeah,
I'd rather just go with 9.
Yeah, it's a little big especially your first one.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I feel that. Okay.
What about you, Tricky?
I kind of went off playing video games this week. I beat a lot of stuff. I beat at my job. I'm lucky enough to be able to play video games most of the time while I'm there. So I beat Mad Max. They had the video game version that came out like around the same time the new movie came out.
Yeah,
I beat that. I beat A Hat in Time, which I don't know if you've heard of it, but
I've heard of it. Never played it.
it's kind of like a kid game, I would say. It's like a platformer that's 3D. That's actually, that wallpaper is from that game, but it's I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's basically like a platformer, like collectible type game, where you just kind of collect stuff all day long. There's a little bit of a story to it. It's just kind of, I would say the best word for it is honestly, it's like adorable. It's just kind of like a cute little, like family-friendly little game, but it was fun. It was entertaining. And I also beat Hollow Knight, finally.
Ooh.
I didn't so I've done some research, and there's actually like 3 different endings you can get. I've only got the first one.
Obviously.
So there's a lot of other stuff I need to unlock before I try to do it again. And then even more stuff to do it again and get the third one. So
Dang.
I beat it. I got an ending, but there's still way more for me to do. There's so much content in that game. It's nuts. So
What was the
that.
best one that you think?
Out of those 3,
Yeah.
I'd say Hollow Knight.
Hollow
honestly.
Knight.
I mean, I liked them all a lot, but Hollow Knight's surprisingly deep. Like, the lore is crazy. Like, there's so much content there. The map is huge.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it surprises you. It looks like a cute little, indie game. And then it's like, every time you unlock something new, you're like, what in the world? Like, how much stuff is in this game? It's nuts. I can't believe I got it for, whatever I got it for, like $15 or something. That's
15?
like worth way more than that. I would have spent way more money if I knew how much stuff was in
Wow.
it. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I
a
mean?
huge map.
It's nuts, yeah. But let's see, what else did I do? I went on a little staycation, went to a hotel with my wife. We actually went to Switch
Oh, nice.
a little bit while we were there.
That's fun.
It was weird. There was a big storm and the power went out.
Oh.
So we didn't have TV or anything. So we played on the Switch for a little bit just because I had it with me.
Yeah.
So that was neat. Let's see. I got For Honor, if you've ever heard of that game.
No.
It's free on Steam right now. So I'd try to pick it up if you can. I don't know when it ends. So if you're listening to this, it might be over already, and I apologize. But the way to describe it is it's basically Vikings versus knights versus samurai.
Jesus.
So,
So,
like,
like all the top warrior classes and
Yeah.
everything.
So like
Yeah.
you pick a faction like when you start the game, and then it's just like a fighting game basically. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. Honestly, when I played it for the first time, I was like, this is actually really like unique as far as the mechanics go. So I won't get too much into it because it's just going to get technical and boring. But it's a unique one for sure. I'll give you that.
I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, you should. And then I got the Fortnite Android beta, which I didn't want to bring up except for just to make you jealous a little bit, because it's already available to people with Samsung devices.
Correct.
And it's only on the other ones you have to like be on a wait list or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Have
that's
you-
what it is.
Have you been able to get a hold of it or no? Because you have a Google Pixel?
I have a Google Pixel and a Samsung Galaxy S6.
Oh, right, that's
So
right.
I didn't try for my Samsung. I tried for my Google Pixel because it's gonna run a lot better.
Right, yeah.
So I'm like, I don't mind waiting. You know, I mean, I already have it on PC and Switch. Why do I
Yeah.
really want it on phone?
Yeah, that's kind of my reaction. I got it just to try it, and I was like, I don't know. I played the real one, so this isn't really good for me. You know what I mean?
I've played it on like iPhone before, and it's okay,
Yeah,
but
it's like,
not anywhere near.
yeah, if you've played it with something else, it's weird playing with a touchscreen. It's not that
it's,
fun.
it's, very
honestly.
it's something to get used to for sure.
Yeah, it's tough. And that's almost it. Oh, I also got a bunch of, I wouldn't say gear like you got. I just got a bunch of little accessories. I got some D-brand skins for my
nice.
phone and my Switch. And I also got a new screen protector for it. And then I got that little that charging dock there. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
yeah, I
sweet.
see.
But it charges one Pro Controller and 2 Joy-Cons all at the same time.
Not
So
bad.
that's nice to have because I'm tired of having Joy-Cons that are dead.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this dock at work that I really want. It's the same. But
Oh,
I
is
think it
it?
does 4 Joy-Cons and a Pro Controller.
Yeah, it goes all the way around. Yeah, I've seen that one.
And it's really nice just because, I mean, both of us, we do have, you know,
multiple
multiple
yeah.
ones.
Yeah, this was perfect just because this fits exactly what I have right now. So
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it works. Because one of them, like, you have it on your dock, and the other ones, you have them on the
exactly, yeah. So
charger.
it's nice to have, especially with you guys coming over and playing it. That way, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Looking out for the boys.
Yeah.
How thoughtful.
Yeah, right. But that's my week basically. I played a lot of video games this week. It was crazy.
Man,
But that's about it. Yeah.
All right, what about you, Red?
Well, last week I had my first civilian job interview.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It went pretty well. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, I might be a little narcissistic, but like, once you're in the Marines, you know, it's really easy to talk to normal civilians because like, you get a sense of like superiority over them.
Oh yeah.
And I don't mean to like bash normal people,
Normal people.
normies, you know, but no, it went really well, but I don't think I'm gonna stick with it just because I feel like I can get a better opportunity and better offers
Okay.
if I keep looking around.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, but other than that, I've been going to a lot of birthday parties, and so
What? How
yeah, because like I got a lot of little cousins, and then my
Oh, okay.
my little sister, we threw a party for her,
Yeah, I remember that.
and she turned 22, and we had like a party like at a park, you know, like your typical like Mexican parties. you know?
yeah.
But like that got me thinking, like, and I wanted to ask you guys, how old is too old to have like a your typical birthday party?
For boys or girls? That's what I would say is different.
That
Really?
is true.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Like,
elaborate on that.
my wife is like, I should know this, but she's like 25, something like that. Somewhere up there.
Something. Yeah.
And like, she's
It's a good thing she doesn't listen to the podcast.
Yeah, no kidding. But she likes birthday parties still. Like
Really?
she'll like throw parties and like she likes doing a whole bunch of stuff for her birthday. But like for me, I haven't had a birthday party in, I don't know, at least 5 years, if not more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, same here.
I think I think that's the big difference, honestly, is because I've always seen like females and families and stuff get parties for a really long time, and then like dudes just nobody cares about her birthday.
Yeah,
anymore.
well, yet
Yeah.
again, girls love the attention. So I mean,
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's just once we're like an adult, once we hit like 18, it's just like we don't get parties anymore.
Yeah, because like when I turned 19, I was already in the military, but it was like, I had nobody to really celebrate it with. Same thing when I was 20.
Oh,
but for my 21st birthday, we went to Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, well, I mean...
But it wasn't like a party. We just...
Right, you just do something to go drink. I mean, I went out to bars with like a bunch of my friends when I turned 21 too. Yeah. But it wasn't like a party at somebody's house that somebody put together for me. You know
nobody had to organize anything.
Yeah, exactly. So...
Yeah,
I had a small cake at my house for my 21st birthday.
Damn, I don't even remember the last time I had cake for my birthday. Actually, now that you bring it up,
usually I like pie. I would rather people bring pie for my birthday than cake.
Is it pie or if it's ice cream cake?
I do ice cream cake. That's what I was gonna say. Dude, honestly, like I would prefer that over regular cake, and I think that's what I've done for a while now.
I like if anything, pie a la mode. Get some ice cream.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair. But
yeah, because like I got like an uncle's birthday, and he's like turning 40. And we're having like a family gathering and everything. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like. That's why I was just thinking, like when does it stop?
I also, now that you bring that up too, I also think it's a little cultural, honestly, because I think like Hispanic families are more prone to celebrate birthdays and stuff rather than like white families.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like, I'm half and half, so I've seen on both of my sides.
You see the both spectrum.
and I also married a Mexican, so I see it with her family all the time. But like my dad's side, the white side, they don't really do much at all for birthdays. Like my dad never like recognizes his barely at all. Like we never do anything, So I think that might be part of it too. Because I feel like I think Hispanic families do more family stuff. They like gather for more things,
Yeah.
So
because I was also thinking like while I was at these parties, because there's even more coming up. Like, who is it really for?
Oh yeah,
because is true. Because is it for the kids so they can get together and play, or is it for like the parents get together because it's been a while, or is it for the people throwing the party, the ones that organize it, so they can show off, oh hey,
we threw this cool party.
Yeah, like oh we splurged a little and we got a bounce house, or
I've seen Mexican parties like that with bounce houses and like big cookout in the back and stuff. Yeah,
but like I don't know. And then like at these parties nowadays, like. When we were younger, we would just like go out and play in the park and just like mess around, get dirty and all that.
Yeah.
And I was trying that with my little cousins, with these kids, and like for a little bit, like they didn't really want to. All they wanted to do was like play Fortnite on their phones. Like they would all just huddle up together and play. But then eventually, like all right, let's play like tag or like soccer and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you got them outside. Damn.
Yeah. But like. And that kind of brings me to my next point. I've been seeing more and more articles like connecting video games with mental health, and it's been kind of like I've been seeing two sides of the spectrum where all video games like feed addiction and like they bring like unrealistic standards or all that negativity. But that I've also seen where games like help people with like depression, anxiety, and PTSD, and all that stuff. And like I know you guys have I've showed you guys my doctor's notes, because for anybody who's not listening, while I was in the Marine Corps, I would go to the mental health clinic, and I was seeing a psychologist. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to get into the details of what for, but but a lot of stuff that I was going through, I guess.
That's fair.
I've been seeing more articles that say video games could have helped with that. Because, like, for example, I've seen where Minecraft can actually help a lot of people. Where especially in what's that mode where you just creative mode.
Creative, yeah.
Where like you just do stuff like I've seen where like it supposedly helps with anxiety, and you know, you just get around and you do stuff, and
I could see that.
you know. And then I've seen games where people with depression, for like for example Skyrim, you know, you start getting tasks and goals and stuff, and you know, you start trying to be productive.
Oh yeah, you're like accomplishing things
Yeah,
and stuff.
and then not just with Skyrim, but like also like you know, smaller games, like way smaller scale games, like farm simulators or like whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
like little like Facebook type games and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, where you're just trying to build up, you know, and again you have goals and stuff, and you know, it just gives you some motivation, some productivity in your life.
Yeah.
And but I've also seen the other side where they're talking about how video games can actually be very addictive to the point where you stop being productive in real life.
Oh yeah.
And then you're just hooked, and that's all you do is play video games. So like, I feel like, you know, people just need to find like a
balance,
a happy medium.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. A good like moderation, just like anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally just like anything else, you know. When it comes to like, you know, drinking alcohol, you know, just it's you know,
right. Yeah.
alcohol's fine, just
as long as you're not like overdoing it.
yeah, like I used to, you know, or I would black out all the time.
Yeah, it's like well, I think it was like a few weeks back we talked about it, but like video game addiction was classified as like a mental health disorder you could be diagnosed with. So
yeah, and it's
that's
and it's just crazy how like, you know, there's like two arguing sides about it now, you know.
Yeah, right. It's like if it's actually good for people or if it's bad, but I think you're right. It's honestly just how you treat it, because it can be either, you know.
Yeah.
Like you can either be consumed by it completely, or like it can help you out with some stuff. So I feel that.
You know, it's just all about perspective, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, I'm not trying to bash video games at all. You know, Like normally, I don't have any like gaming console, as you guys know.
Yeah.
So like usually, like, oh, you know, I'm bored. All right, I'll come over to their house and like, oh, let's
play video games.
Let's play some video games.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Now I'm one of the quickest to like defend video games in most of those situations. So yeah, we're not trying to bash on it or anything, but
yeah, and yeah, that's I just wanted to bring that up. You know, if you know anybody who you think is having issues, you know, either introduce them to a good, you know, video game that you know takes their mind off things, or if they're like on the other side where they're hooked, you know, try to
get them out of that.
Yeah, try to give them a shove and like, you know, like it's just being supportive of one another, you know.
Yeah,
that's
looking
the
out for
thing.
everybody. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say real quick, one that might be good is Stardew Valley. I don't know if you've ever heard of that game before.
No, I haven't heard of that.
When you said farming simulator, it made me think of it, because that's basically what it is. You like inherit a farm and you like.
Oh yeah, because I read about that one. Like your dad dies or somebody.
Yeah, it's like your grandpa, and you inherit like a farm and stuff, and it's really calming. Like that's like one of the most relaxing games I've ever played. It's really simple, but like it's still entertaining, and I can play that game for hours and just like chill out if I'm ever like mad or something. It honestly like calms me down sometimes. So that's a good one to do. It's like it's like simple, but it's really fun and like just kind of makes you happy. So
yeah, there's something out there for everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So just get out there and start doing your own research. You know?
Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, that's good.
Covered some good stuff so far.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, speaking of video game addiction, let's move on to our Fortnite
the
segment.
Fortnite addiction.
Yeah.
I wanted to say real quick, I thought it was funny you mentioned all your like little cousins and stuff wanting to play it, because I've always heard of that, but I've never seen it in the wild. Like I haven't seen kids like trying to play it all the time, really.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean I'm just not around kids.
Yeah,
that never happens for me.
Lucky
so.
you.
I know.
That's interesting. I can't even imagine like a bunch of kids trying to huddle around and play it on their phones and stuff. That's wild.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
because like
Yeah.
I don't think I got my first smartphone until I was out of the house, until I was like 18. And
Really? I don't remember. It was at least high school. You know what I mean? Like, it was not any earlier than that.
Yeah,
But
for me, yeah, it was high school as well. I think 18.
yeah, it's just crazy to me now, these kids these days. But
yeah, and they have like nicer phones than I do.
I know, right? No, it's crazy. But I was gonna say, in the realm of Fortnite, I don't have too much to talk about. I'm pretty out of touch, honestly. But what is this controller lobby?
Oh yeah, so like I was just going through Reddit, and I stumbled across this article, and apparently they wanted to make it more evenly matched between like players and stuff. So now they're gonna be able to see what you're playing with. So they're gonna want people who play on keyboards play with other people who play with keyboards. They want people who play on
with
controllers play against people who play with controllers, regardless on the system you play with.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna like
That's smart.
separate the parties essentially, because I mean now like when I play with my PS4 buddies, they see me with a PC icon and I see them with a PS4 icon.
Yeah,
so that's already a thing.
Yeah,
but is it gonna separate them?
I think they're gonna separate it because
Yeah, it looks like
I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, if this is a thing, but I've heard that people connect keyboard and mouses to the PS4.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend actually does it.
Yeah, and so that's what they're gonna do is they're gonna
Separate those people because it's like
put you like in different servers.
Yeah, because it's like unfair basically against controllers because like the mouse is so accurate.
Yeah.
Huh. That's neat.
That'd actually be a cool thing.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good way to do it, especially with how many different systems they're on now.
Yeah,
that's probably a really good way to do it because, it would be the same for like mobile people. Like touchscreen people. You could pair them up with a PC person because they just get destroyed. So
yeah, exactly.
Huh, that is pretty smart. Do you know when that's coming live, or is that already out? I think it's already. Looks like it's already out. What date is it?
It's the 28th today, as of recording.
Yeah, I think this might already be out.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah, dang. Well, that's cool. That's probably like I said, it's probably good with how many different platforms it's on now.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just nuts. Let's see here. What was this about? Updated Tomato Town. You put this in here,
yeah,
right?
So basically there's been some changes and there's still changes going on due to like the new season not kind of coming to an end but getting close to its end.
Yeah, we're getting there,
it's in its
right?
median. Yeah. So Tomato Town has been completely changed. It looks like an old temple now. So you know how it used to be like a little store, shop, a little restaurant. When now it's just like a ruined temple.
Weird.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wasn't there already? No, I'm thinking of like there's a graveyard or something, isn't there?
Yeah, you're probably thinking of
I don't
Haunted.
Yeah,
Haunted
Hills.
Hills.
That's what I was thinking. So that's a different. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
And then there's been like, what's up?
I was gonna say, wasn't the tomato thing one of the things that got like moved, like rifted out?
Yeah,
and then
the tomato head. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So now, that's what it is basically, like just like a big ruin now.
Yeah, that's
weird.
weird.
And then lightning has been striking. Now, like I don't think it can kill somebody, but I mean it's just random lightning strikes just hitting everywhere, and then
there's no like pattern to it, like where they strike or anything.
Well, not that I know of.
Nothing that anyone's noticed yet.
Yeah, and then with like the whole mystery queue that's been going, it's been hilarious. Just people like messing around with that.
I've been looking into that a little bit. Apparently, I mean nobody knows where it's going, but I guess it rolls every once in a while.
Every once in a while, yeah.
Like people will sit a whole match and like watch it, and then it just goes bonk, and then rolls, and then that's it.
And that's it.
But I guess it's like moving on its own. So that's pretty crazy. We don't really know what's going on this season.
It doesn't do anything but just slightly move.
Yeah, because you can't like destroy it or anything,
No.
huh? You can't like touch it, basically. That's weird. I guess we'll see where this one goes.
Yeah.
I saw the YouTube channel Game Theory. You've heard of them,
Of
I
course,
assume?
yeah.
Like everybody in the whole world has, basically. He did a video on this season of Fortnite, like the stuff that's going on. And apparently there was a whole like mystery behind like the stuff they were doing in the real world. Remember we talked about the llamas and stuff?
Yes.
But it hasn't been solved yet. Nobody's like figured it out all the way. So there was you remember when we first talked about it, somebody on our stream told us there was a guy handing out phone numbers.
Yeah.
And you can like call the phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Calling that number gets you a bunch of different like sound effects that you can like decode, and there's a whole bunch of stuff behind it. Like in
Yeah.
So nobody's really figured it out all the way, but it's pretty interesting what they're doing with the, I don't know, story, I guess, basically.
Yeah.
But that is pretty interesting, I would say.
That's
Yeah,
pretty neat. Like
yeah,
a game without like a campaign having some lore behind
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And it's like not explicit either. It's
Yeah.
like all like shrouded, like you don't have to know about it, but if you're interested, it's like kind of interesting the way they do it, you know?
And it's kind of cool because it's some of it is not in game, like you said. It's in the real world right now.
Yeah.
So
like the phone number you had to go to where the Durburger thing was, like out in the desert, and there was a guy there
yeah,
handing out phone numbers, you know? Like that's nuts.
that's hilarious.
And yeah, those like the llamas that popped up all over Europe.
Mhm.
Like Epic Games doesn't even have offices in those countries, but they still hired people to like put the llamas out. It's crazy. Yeah, so
They're
yeah,
just trying to figure out what they want to do with their money.
they're putting a lot. Yeah, no kidding. They're putting a lot into this. It's pretty startling, honestly.
Yeah.
But gameplay wise, did you hear about the shockwave grenade that's going to come out?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it, but not fully in depth, I think.
So, from what I've read, and I think it's going to be out by the time you guys are listening to this, but it's like a big like movement type thing. So it'll like, you know, obviously it's like a shockwave, so it like blows you in a direction, but it also makes you immune to fall damage.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
like you can launch really high in the air and you're not going to get hurt from it, you know?
Nice.
So I think it's like another like crazy movement based item. It's more just about like maneuvering and stuff, like less than a regular grenade, obviously. But
we have like there's already one in the game, but that one if you're too high in the air, you will get fall damage.
yeah, because if you fall from a certain distance, you're basically just gonna die. It's crazy.
So that's gonna be the neat thing with this one, because I like what I read. I know that it can not only just you, but your friends around you. So,
yeah,
like,
it'll do it to like everybody. Yeah,
mhm. Especially
So-
if you're not getting any damage from it, that I can see that being like
super
very
useful.
useful.
Yeah. Plus, it'd be nice if you're ever like on a cliff and you just want to get down quickly. Just like pop it behind you, blow
Boom.
yourself off the cliff, and then you can get down without fall damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting. I think it'll add a nice dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't played in a while, but you know, I've seen it getting more like movement focused.
Yeah.
And all these new items have been about like moving around,
Yeah.
jumping higher, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all
So-
about mobility.
Yeah, dang.
So I like that. We'll see how people use it to their advantage now.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So is that all we got for Fortnite?
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on to oh boy, our Nintendo segment, just releases and news and whatnot. The coolest thing that I've heard recently is the Smash Bros. Pro controller.
Yeah.
Have you seen that yet?
I did.
Yeah,
Have you seen it? You
yeah,
saw
I
it
took
too?
a look at it.
So I thought it was pretty cool, and the way I would describe it basically is it's just the Smash logo basically.
Yeah.
Just kind of slapped
Yeah.
on the front of a Pro controller with white grips. So it looks pretty.
I like the black and white look.
Yeah, it's like monochrome. I would almost say minimalist, but
It is.
I don't know. It looks clean to me. I think it looks pretty cool.
It does.
I was debating because I already have a Pro controller. I don't know if I want another one, but it comes with this what do you call it? The like steel book, like the tin book case for the game. It's like the special edition case.
Nice.
So I'm pretty inclined to get it just because I like those like steel. I like those steel book cases. I like having the special edition for stuff. So I'm thinking about it. I'm considering pre-ordering that one instead of the regular one.
Yeah, for me, since I don't have a Pro controller, I think that'd be a good one for me to even just get.
Yeah, there you go. Because
So-
you don't have one yet, right?
No.
Yeah. I would do it just because Pro controllers are nice to have.
And it's
You know.
Smash.
Exactly. And I know you want to get the GameCube controllers.
Yes.
But at least you'll have this one because it's wireless. 'Cause the GameCube controllers aren't going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you get the third-party GameCube controller that is wireless.
Oh, that is wireless,
Yeah.
right? But at least with this guy, it's It's wireless. It's just nice to have for other games too.
Yeah, you can use it with your PC, right? Like you said.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
sweet
it's
part
got a
about it.
USB-C plug, and that's what you use to charge it and stuff. But if you plug it USB into your PC, you can use it as a controller.
Heck yeah.
So it's definitely a
For
good.
Steam.
It's a good buy. It's nice to have. Have you guys heard of the new app coming to the Switch called Inky Pen?
No.
Dude, so this is actually the first non-game app that's going to be released on the Switch. Like the first one, finally. And it's basically like a service for comic books.
Nice.
So it's like the article I found describes it as a Netflix for comics, basically. So it's like a subscription, then you just get access to a ton of stuff. So it'll let you, I mean, you could do it on the TV, but it's, it's more for like on the go. You can read comics on your Switch. And it says it's only going to be $8 per month, so that's not too bad at all. But I think that's cool because A, I never really got into comics before, so maybe I'll be able to get into it now. But B, being the first like non-game app on the Switch, that just kind of opens us up to, more things that we can do on the Switch that aren't just games,
there,
Yeah.
I'm interested in what people can do now that we know that Nintendo will approve something like this.
Mm-hmm.
We can have all sorts of cool like services and apps and stuff on the Switch,
Hopefully.
which I think would be nice. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, like I'm reading right now, it does not only comics, but manga, European comics, novels. That's pretty cool.
yeah, they have a pretty big selection. So I think it'd be pretty neat. Maybe I'll get into comics if I get this. But that one's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got for Nintendo here. Oh, I wanted to mention it just because I have it on the Switch. Hollow Knight's actually on sale right now. It's like less than $10 if you get it on Steam. It's $9.89 and it's $9.90 on the Nintendo eShop. So
That's pretty
Nice.
good.
yeah, wherever you get it, it's really cheap. It's super worth it. It was so perfect because it went on sale while I've been talking about it for the past couple weeks. So it's definitely a good buy. If you haven't bought it yet, you should.
Yeah, maybe you should get a cut for advertising.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I would love to be sponsored by the makers of Hollow Knight. That'd be sweet. But yeah, that's
Other
pretty
games
much
are
what I
out. Like I said last podcast, Morphe's Law is out, and I've already seen some gameplay. I'm actually gonna get it. Now that's probably gonna be my first gameplay for like my first video.
Oh,
is
really?
Morphe's Law.
Do you have it? Did you buy it? Or
Yeah, I
you-
ended up getting it.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see. We'll check it out.
What do you think? Or have you played it
I
much
haven't
yet?
played it. No, I haven't even played it. I don't want to. Like I want it fresh when I just start recording.
Oh, first
Yeah.
look. Okay, that's cool. Huh.
Yeah, and even though I did already see some gameplays, it looks fun. It definitely looks like it can be fun. I think local. I was wrong. It's not only 4, it's 8.
8
Wow.
players
So,
local?
Local, yes.
Nice.
How does that work?
If you have enough controllers.
Yeah, but like on the screen, I mean.
I'm not even sure. I think
That's
it might
nuts.
split
I
the
don't even
teams
think-
into like 2, and then from there, I'm not even sure, to be honest. But
Huh.
it's crazy. It's 8 local multiplayer.
I was going to say maybe if you had like another Switch in the room or something.
It
but
could be.
Damn,
I
that's
mean,
still.
we'll have to figure that out. But yeah,
We don't even have 8 friends.
Yeah, I was going to say we're going to have to find 5 friends to play with us. Otherwise, it's not really an issue. Huh. Wow,
yeah,
well,
we
that's
can
crazy.
definitely try that out. And then
Damn.
it looks a little choppy, but I think it's because I saw the gameplay like that day that it came out, so maybe their server is not up, running fully
Right.
yet, which makes sense. But
Yeah.
it definitely looked like a very fun game.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure they'll smooth it out pretty soon,
Hopefully.
too. So that'll be cool.
Some updates.
Neat. What, I remember seeing the video on this new Mario Party thing. I didn't watch it.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
I watched it. It was so fun.
Was it?
So since Mario Party is pretty much around the corner, it's 2 months out. Not too bad.
Heck yeah.
They are releasing this game mode called River Survival. So essentially, you and your friends are gonna be in this like raft,
Mhm.
and you'll be going down. It shows you like a little map. There's different routes you can take in this river.
Okay.
Wow.
But throughout the time that there's a specific time frame that you have to make it from the start to the finish of the river.
Right.
Yeah.
But
'Cause it's a
between,
Mario Party mini game, right?
Mhm.
That's all it is? Okay.
yeah. So on the way, there's gonna be obstacles, and there's also gonna be mini maps, like mini games. And if you win or beat the mini games, you get extra time added to your slot.
Oh, weird.
So with that, it's actually you're depending on your team. You're not just solo. You're actually all 4 of you are going to be working together in order to make it on time.
Wow. So that's like a game mode then.
It
basically.
It's a completely different game mode.
Nice. See, I think that's cool because they tried that with like the cars in the past. Do you remember those that we always complain about?
Yeah.
But I think they made it cool.
No, yeah, they definitely made it cool. Yeah,
I'm glad that they have both because I've seen from the videos they have like the regular board that you can walk around separately, and then they combined, the old style with the cards and stuff into this.
And then with that as well, I don't know if it's going to be a separate game mode on its own already, but essentially what it's going to be, you can do teams or even individuals, and you actually get to choose where you want to move on the board. You don't specifically just move like up 2 slots if you get like dice roll.
Right.
You can actually move around freely.
Oh.
And it'll draw like an arrow showing you what your movements are.
Right.
And it's really cool because you can like go straight to the star if you want.
Nice.
If you have enough roll.
Yeah, if you have enough. Wow. That's cool. I'm pretty excited about this one.
Yeah.
I love Mario Party, and this one looks
It's gonna be
dope.
the funnest one for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that. Do you remember when it comes out exactly or no?
October 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yes. Okay, we're pretty close. Not bad.
Nice.
Early October, so yeah, we're really around the corner, like I said.
Yeah, there's been a lot of praise for Mario Party, especially where you can get the 2 Switch screens and like
yes.
Oh yeah,
put them
and
together.
Put them together and do that little the tank game or whatever it was.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna be able to record that.
Oh, that'd be hard.
It'd be really hard. It'd be tricky, but it'd be really cool if we did.
Yeah, you'd have to. That'd be a whole thing. We could talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later for sure.
We'll figure it out.
To try to record that.
But if we did, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
But if not, I mean, we're definitely both of us. At least I'm gonna get it for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it too. We're probably gonna play that on our stream for a while. We're gonna have a lot of new games coming out to play.
Yeah.
But dang. Also, I have just a little list of upcoming Switch releases, like within the next week or two. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate comes out. It'll actually be out by the time you're listening to this. It's out today for us.
For us, yeah.
That's one I've been thinking about getting. I haven't played Monster Hunter since the PSP days when I had one of those back in the day. That's how long it's been for me.
That was a long time ago.
I know, but they've been coming out with stuff. They mostly release on PlayStation. That's why it's cool that I can get it on the Switch now. This game called Lifeless Planet is coming out September 6th. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's kind of an indie game. I have it on the PC. Basically, you're an astronaut and you go... I want to say
a lifeless planet.
Yeah, well, you think that it's not. You're your plan is to go and get it ready for people to move there.
Yeah.
Then you discover that it's lifeless, but then you also discover people were there before you, and then it's it's really simple, but it's there's a story behind it that you have to kind of uncover on your own. It's pretty interesting, so that'd be worth getting on the Switch. I think it'd be cool. Also on September 6th, Broforce is coming out. Did you guys ever play that?
No.
I remember I had the demo for it. I never had the full game, but it's basically, I would describe it as a 8-bit side-scrolling game of the Expendables or A-Team.
Oh, actually, yeah, I think we've played it together.
Yeah, we might have.
Essentially like Contra?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It's a little bit like Contra.
It's crazy action version of Contra, and it's multiplayer too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's funny. It's kind of it's like a comical game. It's it's crazy exaggerated action. All the characters are like Rambo and dudes from the A-Team and that. Those kind of characters are based off famous characters like that,
Yeah.
And that's pretty fun. I think that'd be good to get on the Switch so we could all play it together.
Yeah.
I played the demo a long time ago, and I think it'd be pretty fun. And then September 7th, we have NBA 2K19 is coming to the Switch, which I don't really play, but
Yeah.
I thought it was neat. I didn't know that was going to come out on the Switch. That was kind of surprising for me.
They're kind of expanding their reach.
Their selection. Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of stuff is coming out on the Switch. I actually heard, I forgot to put it on here, but I heard the Switch is about to have more games than the 3DS. Already.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, the 3DS has been out for years, and freaking the Switch has only been out for a year and a half?
Yeah, almost
just
if
about.
not 2. Yeah,
almost 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was crazy. Tons of games for the Switch. It's nuts. So dang.
which I like.
Yeah.
Keep
me
it
too.
going, Nintendo.
Right. Is that that's all I have for Nintendo. You guys got anything else?
Not for Nintendo, but switching gears. So there's going to be a Resident Evil 2 remake. I don't know if you guys ever played the original.
I didn't know.
No, it's it's your classic like survival horror game where like really bad camera angles because it's meant to be more cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're changing it. It's going to be first person, obviously, because nowadays it's either you're either first person or third person.
Oh, they're making it first now.
So they're making it first person, and they're gonna actually, I stand corrected. It's gonna be third person.
Okay.
From behind, over the shoulder type thing.
Oh, like kind of close.
Because it's gonna be it's actually gonna be a little farther away from the players, from what I heard, and they're emphasizing more on like zombie appearance and movements because they want to emphasize that zombies are actually scary because nowadays, zombies are like you're like you're rag dolls.
They're slow and nobody's really afraid of them.
So they're focusing more on like the movements. They want zombies to be scary again, which I think it's great because like I don't know if you guys ever remember playing Dead Space.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know how like you can shoot them down, but like that infected or whatever.
Yeah.
That
I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah. But like they're not actually dead until like you kind of have to double tap them.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot like that where you're
That's
not
cool.
Like they'll ragdoll it when you hit them, but they're not necessarily dead. So they want to emphasize more on making it scary again.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, because like I love survival horror games because like they always have a really great story. It's
intense.
Yeah, I get hooked.
Yeah. Dead Space was crazy. So if they're kind of looking at that and remaking this one, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, that's neat. And that's coming out, what, January 25th?
Yeah, January 25th is the release date they have.
What are they releasing it on? Do you know?
PC, PS4, and I think they're reaching out to Xbox as well.
Too. Huh. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I guess we'll look out for that. I never played the second one. I've played like more recent ones, like 7. That's why I thought when you said first person, that's what I thought of because they're making like the new ones first person. But okay. Did you hear about they're making a Fallout based rum?
No.
Like the beverage?
Yeah, like the alcohol, like a dark rum.
Ooh, I'm already interested.
Yeah, so it's by, I forget what the company is. Let me see if I can look it up. There's a company that makes like novelty media like drinks, like alcohol, but it's based off of like pop culture stuff, like TV, movies, video games.
Yeah.
So I guess Bethesda got in contact with them. They're making this. It's called the Nuka Dark Rum, and it kind of looks like the Nuka-Cola bottle from the game, like a little bit.
Yeah, and you got the little fins on the bottom of the bottle where it looks like a rocket.
Yeah, exactly, because it's kind of like rocket shaped. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've never seen something like this. It's more like adult oriented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess it like makes sense.
Well, now I'm interested. Like, where can I get this, and how much is it going to be?
Well,
and when does it come out?
So it's not out yet, and I don't even think they have a date. You have to like sign up for. If you look at it, it says that you have to sign up for like the announcement, basically. So you can put in your name and email, and you'll get emailed when it's like closer to being done. But it's like barely announced right now. We don't know that much about it. We just know that it's going to be a 35% alcohol, dark rum, and it comes in this pretty sweet bottle. That's all we know, honestly. But I thought that was cool. I thought I'd mention it just because we don't see a lot of like adult-oriented stuff for video games. You know what I mean?
It's very rare.
You know, because people usually think of video games as like kids stuff, but I feel like Bethesda games have a lot of adult fans, so that's going to be pretty great. I had this funny article, you know, the Ligma jokes that have been going around. I want to say we said one last week too, even, but this guy, I guess he's had an Xbox account for like 12 years, and his gamer tag was Ligma. That's all it was. Just capital L, Ligma. And then people started like messaging him about the jokes and stuff and this and that. And then all of a sudden he logs into Xbox and they changed his gamer tag.
What?
Like they didn't say anything. They just like changed it because it was inappropriate or whatever. So then he started this whole big like fight with Xbox. Like, I've had this account for like 12 years. I've been paying for Xbox Live. Like, why would you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And apparently they've got it changed back for him after he fought for it for so long. But I just thought it was funny because he basically had to go on Reddit and like get super popular on Reddit. Like his post blew up and stuff, so they noticed him. But yeah, I guess they changed it back. But I just thought that was really funny.
It's crazy that it went to that extent.
I know, because he's just, I mean, like I said, he's had the account for like 12 years, and then Xbox just changed it out of nowhere because they thought it was inappropriate.
That's hilarious.
That's going to be pretty rough, honestly, when you have like a name that you use online and then it somehow becomes a joke like 12 years later. I can't even imagine. So I thought that was funny. I thought we'd bring that up because
I'd be pissed too.
We said that last week. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, excuse me.
I think we need to get a drum roll for this one, though.
Yeah, I was going to say. Let's talk about CyberPunk 2077.
Woo!
So we all watched all 40 minutes of that glorious gameplay reveal, right?
I think it was 48 minutes.
48 minutes.
Was it 48 minutes? Wow.
That's how,
wow.
Yeah, that's how.
I can't even process. I just have to say wow first and think about what I'm going to say because that gameplay reveal was like the coolest thing I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah.
So, you said you've never played like the Witcher series, right? You've never played any of their other works. So, I played Witcher 3. I don't think I finished it, but I've played quite a bit of it. And it's really good. Like, they're good about building an immersive world and like having a really good story. And there's just tons of content in their games because they work on them for so long and they don't release that many.
Yeah.
But this is like next level stuff even for them. Like what I've seen in that trailer is just nuts. And it's a double whammy for me because I'm a big fan of like the cyberpunk like style.
Yeah.
You know, like the stuff that those people are into, like body augments and like all that futuristic like stuff you can theorize about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super into all that. So I'm like really excited for this game. I have like high expectations, you know what I mean? But what was some cool stuff that you saw that you're excited about in the game? Like what was like the coolest thing? What was your favorite?
For me personally, the game style, like on its own, like you were talking about, just I like the openness about it. Like it reminded me like not necessarily GTA, but almost like GTA, where you can just literally roam around,
and like,
look around. But I mean, you do got your missions, obviously, in order to do the whole game mode. But I just like the ability of like the updates that you basically get. Like you said, you can update yourself essentially.
Oh yeah, right.
Which was really cool to me, and how you can pretty much be whatever you want to be, and it'll determine the outcome of your gameplay, you know, because I think your choices will matter, you know.
Oh yeah,
it'll take you different routes.
Yeah, a lot of games have been leaning towards that kind of ideal, and I think they're doing it real big in this game.
Yeah.
Like what you do affects what happens and stuff. That is pretty cool. Dang, do you notice anything cool?
I'm actually interested in the story because you guys know me. I love a good story.
Yeah, of course.
And so I'm really interested, like, all the in all the factions and the agencies. I want to know, like, what all their goals are. What, and then, like, do we get a say in what our personal goals are in the game?
Right.
And so, since there is a lot of, like, freedom into, like, when you build yourself as a character.
Right. And, like, the choices you make and stuff.
Yeah. And so, like, I feel like I'm going to be really interested in that just because, there's a whole like variety, and just I'm talking with my hands right now if you can't see, because I'm just flabbergasted and mind blown right now.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's like I said, from their past work, it's gonna be really deep. Like, there's gonna be a lot to the story. It's gonna be, like, really fleshed out. I'm really excited about. I like that you can get additions to yourself that, like, affect your gameplay.
Yeah.
That's what I think is really cool, because it integrates, like, getting upgrades in the story. Like, your character is going to get, like, improvements to their augments and stuff.
Yeah.
But then it affects how you play, because, like, in the video we saw her get, like, that vision upgrade that lets her see.
Yeah, zoom
like,
in and scan
like,
and
zooms
stuff.
in and, like, sees through walls and stuff, and like, you see a lot of those, like, inhalers that, like, give her the reflexes and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool that they've, like, built in those game mechanics into, like, the world. Like, it's something you have to acquire.
Yeah.
And then you have those abilities.
Yeah, I got a sense of, like, I don't know if you guys seen Judge Dredd.
No, I've heard of it. I
Yeah,
know,
really
I know
old
what you're
movie,
talking about, but...
Sylvester Stallone. There was a remake as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it reminded me of that, and then Netflix's original TV show called Altered Carbon.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
it was like a mixture of the two, plus with, like, with mechanics from The Witcher. It was like just
right.
a cyberpunk Witcher from influences of Judge Dredd and shit. What was the other thing I said? Altered Carbon.
Oh yeah,
Altered
Carbon. That's right.
Yeah.
That's good. I should.
Yeah,
watch
it's
that.
really
I've
good.
heard
It's a really good
I've heard
show.
It's good, huh? But yeah, no, Cyberpunk 2077 looks really good.
And then as far as the releases though, there's no date right now. A lot of people are speculating either late 2019 or early 2020.
Yeah.
And so there's actually one guy he's in Europe, and he was speculating, it might come out in 2020 on July 7th, because in the European calendar, that would be, they do the year, month, and then day.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 2077.
Oh.
And that's when this guy,
That'd be pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah.
No, but that's so far from now.
I know.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's either going to be,
I need it now.
Early 2020, and if we're cocky and if we're lucky, then late 2019.
Yeah.
But wish.
I'd be cool with it taking that long for a couple of reasons. One, that way I have time to
save up,
get one of those new graphics cards, the RTX, and like build a new PC because I want to. So I'd be fine with, like, building a new PC before that game comes out.
That's fair. Yeah, I can see that.
And second, it's actually something I respect about CD Projekt Red a lot, is they work until they're done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not pressured by publishers to, like, get stuff out and then they end up putting out a bad game.
Yeah.
They'll just, like, keep working on a game, and they're like, I'll get it to you when it's ready, man. Just wait. You know what I mean?
You'll
like,
get it when you get it.
And that's why they always come out with good stuff. That's why people are like, well, I'm just gonna wait because I know what's gonna be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like a lot of companies nowadays, it's the holidays. We got to push something out. We got to push it out.
Exactly.
And so these guys, they're taking their sweet time, making sure everything is perfect.
Yeah, that's what I like about them so much, because a lot of developers now, they're trying to hit publish dates because their publishers are pressuring them or whatever the reason is. Yeah. And then we just get like garbage, by the time it's released. So it's
For example,
that's what I like about them.
In the video that was uploaded, when she shot the guy's legs off, and he's like, "My legs!" You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
she shot his head off, but he was still screaming.
Oh, really?
So you know,
Oh, I didn't
it's
even
like
notice
little,
that.
yeah, it's like little details like that that I feel like they're going to be focusing and working on.
Oh, yeah, they'll iron that stuff out by now.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that's why I'm pretty cool with it taking that long, because this is gonna be whatever year it comes out. It's gonna be game of the year. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
easy. Hands
So-
down.
It's one of those games that it's like a Rockstar game, but even more so. It's like one of those games where you're like, I need to know when it's coming out, so I don't release my game around that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
It's like people with like a Red Dead 2 coming out. There's like nobody wants to release their game around Red Dead 2 just because
Yeah.
Rockstar dominates the market. It'll be
Yeah.
like that when CyberPunk comes out.
Agreed.
So that'll be pretty nuts. I remember we kind of talked about it a little bit ago, or last week we mentioned like new Xbox plans.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Did you hear about this all access subscription though? That's actually out like now. Or did you guys hear about this or
No,
no?
I haven't heard anything about this.
So basically, you can pay a monthly fee and you'll get Xbox Live. You'll get the Game Pass service they have that just like gets you access to a bunch of games,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll actually get you an Xbox, like the hardware, like the
Whoa.
console.
So that sounds like
Monthly.
it's for me.
Yeah, so it's you pay monthly, and it's like a 24-month subscription that you have to like pay it off basically. But the entire time you're paying for it, you're paying off the console, but you're also getting Xbox Live and Game Pass, so you don't even have to start buying games right away because you'll
Nice.
have a bunch of games through Game Pass.
Yeah.
And people have done the math, and it comes out to a better deal because so you can do there's two options because you can get the Xbox One S or the Xbox One X, which is like the 4K super powerful version.
Yeah.
So there's two options. If you do the math, what you're paying for the S one is $528 total, like over the 24 months, and then if you do the X, it's $840. But if you like paid for all that stuff separately, you'd be paying more. Like the S would be $660, and the other one would be $860. You know what I mean? So it's nice because you're paying it monthly, but also you're actually saving over
Yeah.
time. Like they're not like hitting you with interest or anything.
Yeah,
you're
there's no
actually
interest,
you're actually
yeah.
saving money doing it.
No down payment.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not buying a car, pretty much.
Yeah, no, there's like no money up front. You just like get it and then you start paying for it monthly.
That's pretty sweet.
So I thought that's pretty cool. It's kind of like, I feel like video games are going to start heading towards this kind of model just because like that's what other stuff is now. Like that's what we do with
Like
our
phones.
phones. We've
Yeah.
never, when was the last time we paid for a phone like right up front? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've been paying monthly for phones for years now.
Yeah,
That's just how
especially if you
phones
wanna
work.
upgrade, you just switch
Yep,
over.
just get
and-
another one, keep paying monthly.
and
Yeah,
keep paying
exactly.
monthly, yeah.
So I can see this doing really well just because that's like a model that's more accessible and everybody's going to want to do it this way.
Yeah.
Like you said, you don't have a console. You were like, that's for me. That's honestly,
Yeah.
that would probably be really convenient for you, So
Yeah.
I think that's pretty neat. That was just interesting. It came out, or they announced it really recently, like the other day, but I don't know when it starts. I forget. I don't think it says. But I think that'd be neat. I don't know if I would do it just because I don't like want an Xbox anymore. But maybe when like the new Halo
The
comes
Halo?
out, maybe I'll do
Yeah.
that. Maybe I'll do that just to get an Xbox without having to pay for it up front. So I'll think about it. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Well, you guys got anything else?
No, I mean, pretty much sums up.
Yeah, that wraps it up
all.
for me.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got for you. We're still playing Detroit. We got Detroit episodes coming out on Fridays.
Yeah.
We still live stream on Tuesdays. We just play random stuff. I don't really know what we're playing, but we'll see. And yeah, you said you're gonna have your channel up pretty soon, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Nice.
If I can get everything working correctly, then yes.
Yeah, fair enough. I need to get back into making stuff for my channel. I haven't posted in a couple weeks now.
Oh, yeah.
I've just been so busy with other stuff, but yeah. In the meantime, just watch us play Detroit and watch our live streams and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
We got a couple more episodes coming out, and we're going to start recording again soon, so we'll definitely have a lot of Detroit coming your way. But yeah, I guess that's it. So,
that's about it, yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Laters.